Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sakura Spirit. Sorry it's been so long since I last got a video out for this. Been busy. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and here we go. Rays of sunlight stirred me back to life, a groan of annoyance leaving my mouth while I tried to get back onto my feet. I felt a bit dizzy, but the first thing I noticed was that I was no longer at the shrine. Instead, it looked like the forest near the dojo. Of course, my first thought was to look around to see if I could find the girl from before, but not a trace of her presence remained. She vanished. To make things even stranger, the path that I had followed amidst the trees seemed better maintained than I remembered. Excuse me. I should probably head home. That thought was cut short when the sound of several female voices could be heard nearby. Get back here! Hikage, stop that once! Just what do you think I'm doing? I'm chasing them. I'm trying to stop them. Yeah, I think they know what's missing, Oni-sama. Keep running, little one, and we might just make it. Just when I thought this day couldn't get any weirder, the sound of heavy footfalls could be heard nearby. The fuck? What in the world's going on here? Looks like fun. Further ahead, I saw a couple of girls in fast pursuit of even more girls. However, there was something off about the scene, something that didn't make any sense. The girls being chased had the ears and the tail of an animal, and the pursuers appeared to be armed with katana and naginata. You kidding, fox? Come back here at once. Return what you stole immediately. Give me back my... Oh my god. Really? Give me back my panties! Oh my god. How can you say something out loud like that? Oh my god, really? Panties, what? Seriously? Oh no, help, save us from the rampaging women! Oh my god. As I watched the girls run off, I couldn't help but find myself struggling with the decision to just leave them be. While I didn't know what in the world was going on, the two girls, armed with rather realistic-looking props, surely they couldn't be real, had me worried. I couldn't very well call myself a hero if I let something like this go by without acting. I'm so going to regret this. Mumbling in annoyance, I chased after the girls. Hikage, go around to the left. Right. I said left. Why do you always undermine me? I wasn't saying right. I was... You know what? Never mind. Just run after them. As I was chasing the girls, I noticed that the trees seemed to be getting denser, making it gradually more difficult to navigate along the path. Oni-sama, I don't think I can run much more. I'm starting to feel a bit, I think she's gonna puke. Just a little longer, Maiko-chan. We're almost... Maiko! Maiko! Not that. Not now. Sorry, Oni-sama. Scissor attack! Arrived just in time to find a scene taken straight from an action movie. The girl with the blonde hair had collapsed, held in her companion's protective embrace. The two armed girls were approaching them, almost unmistakably with killing instincts running amok. Any seasoned martial artist would have felt it. Those girls were going to be in for a beating if I didn't stop them. We've got you now, thieves. I'm going to personally drag your sorry butts back to town and have you both put in the stocks. Maybe I'll even show you how it feels to run around without any undies on. Yeah, although I must admit, having a breeze down there does feel kind of nice. It keeps me feeling fresh and... Hikage, goodness, don't you have any shame? This isn't about you, it's about our undergarments. Stolen. And those two criminals being brought to justice. Yeah, Oni-sama, it hurts. My head hurts. Shh, it's gonna be okay, little one. Hey guards, if you're so desperate to have your underwear back, then here, catch. Stop it right there. However, before I was able to interrupt the conversation, the silver-haired girl tossed something. Wait, did she just... Never mind. In the hair. Whatever it was flying straight towards my head. The two samurai girls instantly grew flustered. Oh, I can't see. Who the hell tosses a... Peeling the items off of my face, I raised them into the air, looking like a professor examining an important sample, while the thieves made their escape. A pink bra and lacy black panties. This day just got weird. Oh boy, I knew this wasn't going to end well. Ah, you there. Are you in cahoots with those crafty foxes? And hand those back immediately. Those are evidence of a crime, and not for anyone else to touch. Okay, so drop the panties right now. I'm innocent until proven guilty. It's one of the golden rules of the court. Just stop pointing those weapons at me so I can hand over your undies without being turned into a shit kebab. What? No, stop. Shut up. Just drop the evidence and walk away. I am Tsukino Mio, chief of the village guards, and I'm ordering you to drop what you're holding right now. Man, excuse me. I don't know if any village guards, I seriously doubt a cop will go around dressed like that and wielding a katana. More importantly, the ground here is muddy and dirty. Are you sure I should drop the evidence here? I mean, I could, but... Yeah! Before I could react, the pink-haired girl lunged towards me, the pointed end of her nugget up, aiming for my gut. My reflexes caught on just in time, and I was able to pummel away the spear as it sailed through the air. I struck upwards on the wooden shaft of the weapon, sending it up into the air, causing the girl to lose her balance. Norumi, I did not order you to attack. Fine, I'll give them back. Jeez, just my luck to find a bunch of crazy girls with weapons. Extending a hand that held the undies, I tried to hand them over, something that I would soon end up regretting, most likely. Ha, you think I fall for something so simple? Fool! You may have fooled me once, but I won't let that happen again. The woman swung her weapon wide, arcing the thick wooden pole into my side before I could dodge. She then lunged forwards and grabbed me tightly, pulling my arms around behind my back, leaving me with sore ribs and in a prone position. That does not sound fun at all. I could have fought back, but I figured it would only lead to more fighting. With the possibility of ending up stabbed, I decided to remain passive. The sword-wielding girl stepped forward and grabbed the silky underwear from my hand triumphantly. Your methods might be crude, but they do get results, Hikage. Tie him up, we'll bring him in for questioning. He probably knows where those pesky thieves are hiding. Right. And people wonder why criminals want to resist arrest at all costs. I mumbled this weakly as the girl with the nagata tied my wrists together with rope, and I soon felt myself getting dragged by the duo towards the city. Surely once we're out of the forest, the two will stop this actors and let me go, right? As much as I like to fool around, I have more important things to do. The city? Ha! We're not taking you all the way there. You'll be spending the night in the village cells, thief. What are you calling a thief? I'm the victim. First I got undies tossed in my face, then I had to deal with physical abuse. And now these accusations? Besides, there's no village around here with these parts. It's a city! You know, Tsukino Toshi? Silence! Hikage, if he speaks again before we get to the village, you have my permission to knock him unconscious. Tsundere tyrant. That's funny. And that's how I ended up on my way to a jail cell, cuffed and dragged by two girls, both of whom I started to suspect were crazy. Yep. Yeah, this is not the city. When I got to the forest, alarm set off in my mind. The city I had lived in my whole life, it was gone. You've got to be kidding me. If I wasn't Sakura Toshi, then where the hell was I? Hey, no talking, come on, I don't want to bop you that much. Kinda. Maybe a punch or two. I just want to know how the heck you blocked my strike so easily. Your attack had a lot of power behind it, but it was kind of predictable. With the right movement and enough force, that's the result you get. Anyway, I'll play along for a bit. Where are we? This clearly isn't my hometown. I mean, the buildings look more like they belong in some sort of classic samurai movie. Huh? What the heck is a movie? There we go. This is Haramura. It's been here forever. Hikage, I thought I told you to silence him if he spoke again. Actually, you told me that I could, but you didn't tell me that I had to. She's smart, kind of. Must be tough being the subordinate to someone like that. Be quiet or I will silence you for good. This time it didn't seem to be an idle threat. The girl had unsheathed her katana and was now resting the edge of the blade against my throat. I was already starting to regret having played here earlier. Hopefully there would be someone more common sense in the village. Several minutes later. That's lots of dots. Nice place. I soon found myself confined within a small room, the stern-looking tsundere of a girl glaring down at me, while the other girl, who was apparently called Narumi, seemed to have softened up a little. From what I had gathered during their conversations, they had called the village elder to help oversee my questioning. What purpose did these thieves have, or are you just some pervert who gets off sniffing girls' undies? I'll have to castrate you. Okay, I don't understand why some people get off on that. I really don't understand. But yeah, those are the real perverts. I already told you, I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not to mention, anything worn by you would probably smell sour. I couldn't see too well from the cell where they had put me, but I was almost certain I could hear Naomi laughing nearby. Tsukino Dono, please calm down. Calm down, calm down. You brought him in to learn the reason behind his presence in the forest, didn't you? That is correct, Elder-sama. Very creative. I believe he was working together with the Fox Spirits to steal, She looks so depressed or worried about saying this. The panties and other undergarments. Objection! Well, what are you objecting to, young man? The evidence surrounding the defendant's accusations was fabricated. Naomi-san, would you please answer this question for the judge? Was the defendant, that is, myself, anywhere near those girls while you two were in pursuit of them? Hold it. Just who are you calling a judge here? Lower your voice or I will strike you down. Hey, Mio-san, maybe the whole angry accusation thing isn't working. This guy clearly isn't abandoned. We could just ask him why he was up there in the woods. If he has a valid reason, then sure. If not, then he's clearly a panty thief, and we'll use him as a punching bag on the guard. Not true, but fair enough, I guess. Finally, and here I thought this was about to become a turnabout case. I sighed deeply, partly amused by my own act despite the seriousness of the situation. Who would have ever thought mimicking characters from games and movies would end up getting me out of trouble? Lesson learned. Always take advice from anime, games, and movie characters. Some characters. As long as I didn't become an ace prisoner, things would hopefully turn out for the better. A wise idea, Naomi-chan. How about you start by giving us your name? Gushinken Takehiro. So what were you doing in the forest when these two were chasing the thieves? I'm not entirely sure myself. One moment I was praying at a shrine, hidden inside the forest. Next thing I knew, some weird girl was talking to me. A girl? Yes, a girl with horns and a tail. I know it sounds weird, but I could have sworn I saw her before. I must have fainted. After that, I woke up somewhere in the forest. Tsukino no, Naomi-chan, do you recall the stories behind the shrine near our village? Forgive me, Elder-sama, I do not recall. I know it's a place of high spiritual energy, a sacred place, but I can't remember the details. Sorry, grandfather. That shrine belongs to Suriyori, a powerful spirit that has been watching over our village for as long as anyone can remember. Unlike the fox spirits, we tend to avoid going too deep into the forest. I still think I could get rid of those pests once and for all if you would just let me go in and find their home. It's probably hidden in some damp cave on the hill or some rundown old house. Humans and spirits rarely mingle, even if they meet with good intentions. The fact that this lad says he saw a spirit means there was a chance he was there for a reason. Not to mention, did you take a good look at him yet? He seems disoriented, and his clothes look worn. He did seem to be talking gibberish earlier. He claimed to be from the city near here, but there's nothing like that around for miles. He was also talking about something called a move, and he used some fighting techniques I had never even seen before. He's still a pervert. I'm not a pervert. Thank you. It's probably natural for a guy my age to be not helping, dude, about certain things. Besides, if you're talking about how the panties ended up on my face, I had nothing to do with this Tsundere tyrant. What did you just call me? I ought to smash you into pieces, you brat. Oh, wait, now that I think about it, those two foxes did look like they were just abandoning them. But grandfather, what does this all mean? I can't be certain. However, I believe it is unlikely that he's working together with the fox spirits. Still, I have never heard of any human to come upon a spirit such as Suriyori. I dare say he might not even be of this world. Wait, are you trying to say that I'm in a different world now? That would be the most logical explanation. In what world would that be considered logical? But I have an important tournament to participate in 2 weeks from now. Well, no one has ever experienced something like this before. We will have to think of how to deal with you, or if it is even possible, to get you back to your own world. In the meantime, a knight in a cell order. He did assault his village guard, and he resisted arrest. He could stay here until he rots for all you're nice. But I suspect the elder will wish to have a talk with you soon. Mikage, I am going to clean myself off. I suggest you do the same. I'll take offense for implying that I stink, but that was one hell of a run. Those fox spirits run fast. I would still like to know more about those techniques, Takahiro-san. If you do have to stick around, I might want to go for a few rounds with you. It's not like I'll be going anywhere for the time being. It is only for a few hours while we discuss what to do with you. A person such as yourself would end up causing quite the commotion amongst the villagers, so it is necessary to convince them that you mean no harm before we release you. And that was how I found myself stuck in a jail cell while the people responsible for my situation left to deal with personal errands. This sucks. As if being sent to a different world wasn't bad enough, I'm stuck in a jail with my only companion being a pair of beautiful, magnificent, majestic foxes. What the? You lucky boy. A pair of beautiful... Wait a second. Yeah, yahoo! Hi there, panty boy! Oh my god. Hey, you're the ones that throw it in my face. A familiar face appeared at the top of my cell, a blonde girl with golden eyes. As I watched, she flipped over and landed in front of the cell. Waving her hands at me from the side of the cell, another girl appeared, a wry grin on her face. Ah, it's the panty thieves. If you're here to reclaim your hostages, they are already back where they belong. Nope, we saw the guards go into the bath and swept the main silk again. Just look. Oh my god. With that, she pulled out a pair of lacy silken underwear from her sleeve and stretched it out with her thumbs, showing off her panty rise to me. You came all the way back here to snatch the underwear again? I'm not sure the tsundere tyrant fits that label. The cutie with the katana? You'd be surprised. I happen to believe that she is as innocent as one can be. She seems far too uptight to let any man touch her. That's good. As we're returning to the village, we have a debt to settle. I smiled weakly as I wondered what the fox meant by debt. I'm not sure what this debt of yours might be, but I think you better leave before the two return. You don't seem to be on friendly terms with the samurai girls. Wait, if he doesn't know about it, we can just leave, Oni-sama. Maiko, that is not how we do things. Young man, your actions allowed us to escape our earlier predicament without harm. This places us in your debt, for which we are now repaying you. Maiko, do the magic. Okay. The young girl walked forward and placed her hands upon the locked door of the cell. She began mumbling something that I couldn't even begin to understand, and her hands began glowing brightly. Different worlds, girls wielding weapons, and now fox girls using magic. Next on the list, I'm going to find a talkative magical sword and end up destined to save the world. That sounds like fun. That said, I was curious to see what this magic would do to the lock keeping me imprisoned. Well, what was that? Ha! The glow flared for a moment before quickly fading. There was a hiss and then a sizzle, and as the lock dripped to the floor, a mess of hot metal shit. Well done, Maiko-chan. You did very well. Relax for now, alright? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be more surprised about. The fact that a girl just melted a steel lock, or that I'm starting to accept that this is normal. This level of magic is extraordinary. Maiko-chan is quite gifted. But as I said, we are here to sell our debt. If you like, we can escort you back to the forest where we first encountered you. I do, however, suggest that you decide quickly. The guards do not be here for long. I should know. I have observed them for a while. Well, I don't plan on sticking around, so I'll gladly accompany the two of you out of here. Maybe I'll be able to find my way back home. Lead the way, peeping Tammy. Machiko. Sakura no Machiko, not Tammy. Takahiro, but I suggest we keep the introductions for later. Very well then, Taka-kun, follow. As I was stepping out of the cell, the sound of a familiar voice boomed in the distance. Thieves! Crafty fox! What? Kleptomaniacs? Maniacs? I don't know. I'll skin you alive, damn. Tsundere Timer's kinda scary. I think it's our cue to get out of here. And with that, the three of us darted out of the prison. And that's pretty... Okay. I think that's a good part to leave off for now. I'll continue this soon. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And do share it with your friends. So, with that, I hope to see all your burning flames in the next video. And, bye-bye.